Good morning. I haven't done public sprints on my channel in so long, and I'm actually really excited. Welcome. It is the 48-hour readathon for romantasy-a-thon this weekend, and I have an unattainable TBR, but we're working on it, especially because Nick is coming over this afternoon to film our podcast. I am reading the Book of Azrael on audio. I'm on chapter 4. I'm pretty invested, I can't lie. And then I'm reading Quicksilver in ebook. I'm 40% in and I'm obsessed. So it's looking like it's going to be a good weekend of reading for me. I have my coffee because it's really early. Oh, Theo. Oh, my cat went into his little, has like a little tent and I've never seen him in there before. Oh, and he looks so cute in there. Okay, so sorry. What is everyone else reading today? Hello, today's my one Saturday work month, so sadly won't be reading physically, but hoping to continue listening to Belladonna. At least you can listen while at work. I feel like I need to change my entire colors today to be pink to match. Also, why is my color orange? Why do I have it set as orange when I hate the color orange? Let's change that. We can be like, honestly, blue is probably a better color. There we go. That's cute. Okay, vibing. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hoping to be read down some books. I'm ready for Battleathon in August. I believe in you. Nothing like a little smut in the morning for all of us US-based readers. Got to start your day right. Never heard of morning time? Hello. Good morning, Sammy. Hi, Emma. Hello, Bailey. Are you still loving the book that I can never remember the title of that I'm going to read too? Nick really trying to implode your reading plans this weekend. He does that. He's needy. He has to hang out. Hello, Claire. Wait, I'm going to take a shower, then read with you. Yay! Good morning. Pick for the gram. Oh, he left it. He was only in there for like the 30 seconds I talked about it, and then he left. He was like, this thing's boring. I'm reading Ashes in the Starcursed King. Yes, I love that one. Going to be starting Wild Love by Elsie Silver. Enjoy. I need to see Theo in his tent. Hopefully he'll go back in. Miley is playing with the carpet, and he's just watching her. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Hello, we'll be reading Lady of Ashes. Is this the third book in the Lady of Darkness series? I got 3 books today. In Deeper Water, which is a queer YA fantasy romance. Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, a sapphic cozy fantasy. And The Tainted Cup, which is a fantasy mystery. I've heard good things about all of those, so you have a good morning ahead of you. Hopefully finishing Reckless today. It always fucks with me that Powerless and Reckless have the same titles, because I'm like, I think you mean the Lauren Roberts, but like, what if you don't? Like, if you're on my channel, you probably mean the Lauren Roberts, but like, who knows? I do a couple of morning things, then I'll get to reading. Finished middle of the night last night, so I need to pick my next read. Pick something good, Andrea. Don't suffer again. I've been waiting for painkillers to kick in, but need to do some reading soon. I might start the spell shop. Oh, Emma, I'm so sorry. I hate when you're waiting for painkillers. It's always the worst, but I think you'll enjoy the spell shop. I don't know why I'm saying that. I haven't read it, but it just gives me Emma vibes. Love morning sprints. I should have said North South America anyways. Hello, Chris. Public sprints. Woo! It's been a while. Reading Blood Mercy, about to finish. Thoughts? Are you okay? Are you okay? Hello, I haven't been on sprints in so long, so work and vacation. I missed everyone. Hi, Jess. How was your vacation? Sorry, work has been so busy for you. I'm starting Blood Mercy and Quicksilver. Good books for you. I made a booster spread and everything. Can I see pictures? Can you send me pics? Thank you. Hello, Emma. Hello, Shuri. So good to see you reading Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney, about 25% in. That sounds like a fun one. Hello, you lovely human beings, and happy Saturday. Everyone is so cheery this morning. I don't know why. Me too. I'm currently reading The Goddess of Nothing. Okay, Steph has me thinking about reading this one because she put on her favorites recommendations for romantasy-thon. And in our little group chat, the second she did that, Erin sent a screenshot of it being purchased. And I was like, do I need to be this way too? I do mean Lauren Roberts, but yes, it's so confusing. Why are they're the same, both of them. Good morning. I'm reading Lady of Ashes. Happy Saturday. Halfway through One Dark Window. Enjoying it so far, besides the weird callous fetish the MC has. This is such a thing in romantasy, Chris. Like, I feel like hardened fingertips is like a romantasy thing. Yes, Lady of Ashes is the third book. I was correct at what one it was. Are Steph and or Tori going to join? I believe Tori will be joining at some point. They are an hour behind me, so it is quite early for them. Steph is at work today. Vacation was great. Went home to Florida to spend time with my family. That's really nice. I'm reading I can never say this word. It comes out the word that it's not. And so I just don't say it anymore. But I hope you enjoy it. I should do things, but I might sit and read the last Illuminate book once I get kids fed, or I might say screw all the current reads and binge romantasy that isn't even on my TBR because this week. I vote the second option, Nikki, but I also vote like do not do things. Don't be productive today. It's from the sprint thing that Tori made. I was like, this looks cute. I'll add it to the scene. Gonna be reading Leo Moynihan and Sam Pyler, The Cult Files. Enjoy. Cleaning. That's productive. Good job. Morning, deep into the throw in a glass tandem read. Send help. Good luck. Good luck. Good morning. Reading an arc. You eat it up, Cassie. The writing is beautiful. I don't like really prosy writing, though. I don't know if that changes your mind. Like, I'm a basic writing kind of girl. Duly noted. I'll have to work on not rolling my eyes every time the word callous shows up. I think I still roll my eyes at it, but it's for a reason. I'm ready to get to the good stuff Jonathan was saying I stopped right for. I literally fell asleep reading last night. I didn't even get much further, but I fell asleep reading. Like, Kindle in hand. It was rough. The bargainer can bargain with me. We are going to do 45-minute sprints this morning, I think, and then this will, like, just keep going. So it's going to be, like, true Pomodoro style, at least when it's just me. Like, if I need to pause it, I'll pause it, like, if we're not done comments or anything. But for the most part, I find it just, like, helps me stay on track a little bit more when it just, like, keeps moving and grooving and turning. Okay, this is good. This is good. I might read Book of Azrael or Sorcery Thorns or Shatter Me. I can't decide what to start next. I vote Book of Azrael because I just feel like it's almost like a gigantic group read at this point. Like, it's a giant buddy read for romantasy-thon. I feel like everyone is reading it. I'm reading it. Steph's reading it. Tori's reading it. A lot of people in the comments were reading it. I'm also doing the tandem read for Throne of Glass, but I'm at the beginning. Helping start the darkness within us, but first I gotta wash my hair, so that'll take an hour. Yeah, I showered this morning already. So sorry that I made everyone wake up bright and early. Hey, want to be on theme, so who wants to recommend me a romantasy? Go to Riley's channel. Wait, what's Steph reading currently? I think you would like it. It was folkish. Now I can't remember what she's reading. I might be in the minority here, but I hated Book of Azrael. I've heard mixed reviews. I don't think you're a minority. I've definitely heard mixed reviews on the book. Love this sprinting time. It's 5 p.m. for me. Works really well for you then. I'm trying to remember what Steph is reading currently. I feel like, though, you should read like a Steph rec, Bex. Because I feel like you are more likely to like the stuff, some of the stuff she likes than the stuff I like. Like, I'm an enemies to lovers girly through and through, and you're not. Okay. We are going to do our first sprint. I will see you all in 45 minutes. I'm going to make the timer a little bit bigger, but, okay. May. Hello, we have a Tori.
Hello. Sorry I was late. I used my alarm by accident.
I do not blame you. 8 a.m. pushing it. I can do 9 a.m., but I don't know if I would be up for sprints at 8 a.m., so I'm impressed with you.
I usually do sprints at 8 a.m., but I've been a sleepy girl lately. I've been reverting to like my nocturnal sleep schedule, so waking up early has been very difficult.
I feel like you've been talking about how you've been reading a lot at night, and so like staying up to read really just like ruins sleep schedules.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. What are you reading today?
I fell asleep reading Book of Azrael. So I only have, I think, an hour. Yeah,
Ooh.
an hour left in the audio. So I'm hoping that on these sprints we can finish this one out.
I believe in you. I started that this morning. I caved and I just did the audio. I'm on chapter 9. So far, I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a strong start. Wait, so did you finish Quicksilver?
No, but I had to I was working on thumbnails in this last sprint because I have a TBR that's gonna go up in like 5 minutes. I need to get that TV thing done. It has no thumbnail currently, so I needed an audiobook. I always need an audiobook to do things. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'll do both at once. But I fell
I mean,
asleep reading Quicksilver last night. Like literally in my hand. I was like, my eyes are closing, but I don't want to stop.
oh my God, that's a good sign though.
Yes.
What was I gonna ask you? Oh, I need to be a good nugget like you and listen to audiobooks when I do like thumbnails. I just watch Twitch streams now and they take over my whole life.
Yeah, that has been a thing for me too lately, but I try to balance it out. Like sometimes I do YouTube, but when I'm in a reading mood, like when there's a good book, it's so easy to be like, well, I need to make a thumbnail, so I'll just listen to
Mhm.
this. But when I'm not in a reading mood,
Yeah.
Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is.
Yep.
Hi, friend. Lunch ends soon, but want to stop in for the chatty bit. Hello. Didn't read anything. Got distracted by the Olympics. Hi, Satori.
Do you usually watch the Olympics, Cass?
I watch like random things in it sometimes when they're on, but like I
Yeah.
don't like actively follow it.
Same. Yeah.
But like normally like I do like to watch like the figure skating or things like that in the Winter Olympics because they're kind of cool and I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, this is so impressive.
So impressive. Yeah. Figure skating and gymnastics are the ones that I like love to watch.
Yeah. I prefer I think the Winter Olympics to the Summer Olympics when it comes to watching. I find that those sports cooler for some reason. I don't know.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. What other sports are even in the Summer Olympics besides like
Swimming.
soccer? Oh, swimming.
But, like, I
Boring.
love, like, the luge in the Winter
Oh
Olympics
yeah.
too, like, that's so cool to me.
Mhm.
Yeah. We had chapter 23 in Quicksilver. Claire, you are running through this book so fast. I just finished one arc, about to jump into another. Need to edit, but I'd rather just read House of Bane and Blood.
Mhm.
I don't blame you, like, at all. I read that first book in a day. The audiobook was so good, I just put it on and listened to it.
I
I
just
read
read it. I raw dogged that one. I was like, this is amazing.
I raw dogged the second, so I understand. I read Nothing Because Sim's new pack took over my life. That's exciting. Yes. Finished all my morning things. Next sprint, I will definitely read. Did exactly 0 reading the sprint. If we call them procrastinate sprints, I might actually read more. That Chris, we gotta get you no longer calm, so you'll read.
Yeah.
Read, read, read. We're getting the Winter Games back to Salt Lake. I saw that they're coming to Utah, which is kind of cool. I don't know why I think that's cool, but
Mm. It's a cool spot. Utah's really
Mhm.
pretty.
Yes, like the Salt Lakes
The
stunning
salt does something.
place.
The salt is so pretty.
Like, what? I've discovered I love watching rugby. It's fast-paced and fun to watch. Yeah, my boyfriend used to play rugby in high school, so it is fun, but I just like that sport scares me. Like,
Yeah.
it's so intense, and at least football players have some kind of equipment on them to protect
Protection.
them, but I'm like, rugby is just, like, raw dogging it.
They are. They're just like beating the crap out of each other. You're like, okay.
Cool. Yeah, got to the 50, but rugby booties. Like, we talk about baseball booties, a rugby booty is a good booty.
I feel like rugby players are top notch. They're
I
just
agree.
very
Yeah.
muscly big men.
I got to 50% mark for Reckless. It's a quick read. Started a new book. It's an F1 romance. My brain wasn't cooperating to even watch YouTube while I made breakfast and picked up the kitchen. I've done this before where you just need like silence for some reason. And it's kind of annoying because it's always when you don't want to need it, but like you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Winter Olympics more entertaining. 52 in Deeper Waters. Can't Spell Treason Without Tea next sprint. Through my library's YA section and weeding out old books that haven't been checked out. Currently reading Fireborn. Oh my god. I love this for you. Amazing.
I need to read that one.
I'm scared. It's like more YA fantasy than like I feel like you typically like it leans towards like fantasy.
Oh, wait.
More.
Okay, so you're saying, wait, is it more YA or is it more like fantasy?
It's YA fantasy, but like I feel like it has like a lot of like politics and stuff more than like the romance, even though there is like a romance element to it.
That's okay.
Like, I guess if you liked Air Awakens.
Loved Air Awakens. I also loved Prior of the Orange Tree, which was very like political and stuff like that. So
I'm impressed. I've DNF'd that book twice. 50% in both times. I still own
oh
it.
my
I
gosh,
still own it.
it's so good. I want to read A Day of Fallen Night in August. That's like my challenge book.
That's such a big boy.
I know.
I agree, Chris. You should play Five Nights at Freddy to engage your inner rage.
Mm-hmm.
I also did all the morning things. 8% to Blood Mercy, debating moving over to Quicksilver or an Anthony Howitz. I'm not in the mood to pick one and stick with it. I want all of them. That's fair. Especially Blood Mercy is like a thick, like denser read. We also have a lot of existing venues that are still being used, and the Olympic Training Center is here, so it won't cost as much as it did for other countries. That makes sense.
Mm.
Does anyone else hate the term raw dogging? It sounds awful. I think that's the point. Like you have to read with your eyeballs, you're raw dogging.
Yeah.
Even though where it comes from, it doesn't really mean that. But
yeah, we make it work.
Is breakdance in Olympics. Also, archery and surfing competitions sound interesting. Archery would be fun. We had to do archery in high school for like gym classes, and they were always fun to do.
I did it at like a summer camp once and I literally loved it, but breakdancing is crazy. I might need to watch that.
So you think you can dance Olympic style?
Exactly.
They are. The comparison to Air Awakens, 5-star and 2 reads for me. That's fair. I know it's not Fanro, but trying to finish just for summer and then moving on to Lore Olympus and the Book of Azrael. Here, we're okay with just like reading vibes. You don't have to be reading romantasy here.
Yeah.
Okay, back now 60% into A Touch of Golden Madness. Could be a contender for a top read. Rainy.
Oh my gosh.
That's my next book of this weekend when I don't get through these two this weekend. So it'll be next week. But when are we doing breakdance sprints? No.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't need to put that on the internet. There's
Yeah.
actually a really cringe video of me on my like other YouTube back when I used to post and wanted just to be like a YouTuber. Of it's labeled Hot Girls Play Fortnite. We're Hot Girls try Fortnite dances. We cannot dance. We are not that hot. It was real and it is the worst video to ever exist, but I cannot bring myself to take it down because it's so funny.
Because it's so funny. Oh my gosh. Bailey, we'll follow your lead. You show us how to do it first.
Yeah. Vlog, please.
Yeah.
I like watching rhythmic gymnastics. Will I this Olympics though? Probably not, as I'm not in TV mode right now. That's fair. Mm-hmm. I think it's hilarious that the surfing competition is in Tahiti, 22 hours from Paris.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I do kind of, it was so intense. So I watched Under Paris, which is like the shark movie about a shark goes under Paris and they're like cleaning it all out during this. And obviously people start getting eaten and stuff, and there's like a swimming competition and the mayor swims in it to say that it's safe, and all of these things were like happening for the Olympics, and this movie came out like 4 months ago, and I was like, what are the chances that this could happen? Like,
yeah, I really predicted everything that was happening.
Like, what if there's a shark during the Olympics? It's because of this movie. We will not go right now. um, it's just hitting different. That's all I'm saying. Oh my gosh. I'm planning to start the Dusk Walker Bride series in August because my mate has been begging me to read that series. That's exciting. I might try Veronica Speedwell audiobook next week because of the sake of my mental health. This brain needs to be not left to its own devices too long. Or a randomly overdramatic TV show. This is what reality TV is for, in my opinion.
So fair.
I'm so far deep into Olympics TikTok right now. I've learned a lot of random facts. I love this, Brie. Okay, with that, we are gonna go right into another sprint. So I will see everyone in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back. I wish I could. They would probably disown me as a child if I did. They have the zoomies, so sorry. They're just running around.
Love that.
Good for me because that means I don't have to play with them. And I was just thinking that I should get up and play with them, but I can then read on my Kindle.
Yep. And they get to entertain themselves.
I made it to chapter 12 of Book of Azrael, and I think his POV lost me a little.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, I don't really care. Like, and she's not really around currently. And I'm like, can we get back to her? Which, like, normally I feel like I'm obsessed with the man. So, like, I don't know. But that's
Yeah.
my struggle right now. And I'm like, I should probably just switch back to Quicksilver.
Once you get to his POV, they're separated for like a little while, and then they do come together pretty quickly, and then like the plot really starts moving.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
That's good to know.
I only have 20 minutes left in my audiobook, so next sprint I'll definitely be able to finish. And I'm excited to get on to something else.
Oh, why would you say that?
Well, like,
Tori.
that sounds harsher than like what I mean it to, but like this book definitely has ups and downs. I've been super interested in the chapters where it's super plot focused, but there are definitely like lulls where they're like setting up the next big plot thing, and those are the chapters that I'm just like,
I get that.
Get to the next big plot moment. You know what I mean?
I feel like I already get that because like that's what's happening with his POVs. It's very info dumpy, but I'm like, we already like did so much info dumpy. How am I now back into like? But it's because we didn't get the info dumping of his
For him.
side, so they're setting that up. So then I'm just I get that.
Yeah. So I'm
But
just in a lull right now.
read City of Mirth and Malice.
Yeah, I know. I really want to.
Ooh, yum. I had butter chicken the last 2 days. I actually also texted Nick a picture of like a local sandwich restaurant, and they have like a really good sandwich. They like changed them, and I just sent him a picture of the sandwich, hoping he'll get the hint. Pick it up.
Like, bring me sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 pages. Chapter 26. Went to a cafe this morning, read a bit of House of Vein and Blood, enjoying it. Yes.
It's such a vibe too.
I can't read in public well. And I'm always so jealous because like I want to be that person sitting at a cafe or the library or whatever, but like I get so like overstimulated. Like I read in silence.
Yeah. It depends. Like sometimes the background noise will actually help me focus more, but then other times there's like a person having a conversation next to me, and all I'm doing is like I'm tuned into their conversation.
My problem, like I just listen to all the conversations around me. I like know all the like I go to a restaurant and I'm like, Nick, do you know these people are fighting behind?
Yeah. 100%.
I'm gonna watch mindless TV to distract my brain for a very heavy week. Also me, a TV drama episode about a paranormal occult possession and killing. Listen, that's still escapism. It's not your heavy drama. I think I liked her POV more. I need to go run some errands. So I'll probably miss the next chatty bit after the next sprint. That's fair. Enjoy errands, Claire. Too much dumping going on. 25 pages, watched your video. Thanks. May have bought Mirth and Malice this morning. I blame the 5 a.m. insomnia. I mean, it was the right choice.
Yeah.
Don't feel like reading Can't Spell Treason just yet. I have a pattern and my brain won't break it. So sorry. Same. I mean, I only got about 20 pages done in 1.5 hours, so lots of people watching. That's a thing. Like, I'm such a like people watcher. Like, I want to be able to read in public. I like bring my Kindle places, and then I end up reading like 5 pages because I'm like,
it's just your Kindle going on a field trip. I bring my Kindle with me everywhere just to like get it outside of the house. I never actually read.
I like to go on walks.
Yeah, walking my Kindle.
Got to page 343 of my book. I was reading Book of Azrael. I liked his POV more, and then I DNF'd at 30%. I wish I had the physical book to like figure out exactly where I was. Audible sucks for this.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you just give me a percentage? It's stupid. It makes literally 0 sense.
Well, if you oh yeah, it doesn't give you a percentage even if you go to like, that's annoying.
You have to like kind of figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
I have my Audible set to like separate into parts, so typically I can tell when I'm close to 50% because it's part 1 and part 2 to like save download room. But that's pretty much the only way. So I think I'm probably about 20% in currently.
Yeah. If you get the Kindle book, I
I
didn't
could do
realize
that.
that. What?
I could do that.
Yeah, then it will say it. But what I didn't realize is I've been obviously like immersive reading on my Kindle and audiobook. And because I have the book on Audible, it's like, do you want to jump to where your audiobook is? And I was like, it like syncs up. And I didn't realize that they did that.
That's cool. I don't think ours does that in Canada. You guys have a much cooler system for like whisper sync and things like that.
That's so dumb.
I know. Canada, we're great, but some things we suck. Like I can't read library books on my Kindle.
Oh, that's so annoying.
But if you get something like if you get a Kobo, we can read library books on a Kobo. So I don't obviously they just fought for it and Kindle lost, but I'm like, this sucks.
That's so annoying.
I'm gonna have to do this. I think I have room. The Kindle enjoys long walks on the beach.
She does.
5-star restaurants, nights out under the stars.
Exactly.
I have too many good books to read right now. I still need to read Hate of the Everflame too. Listen, you have time because I don't think Burn's coming out anytime soon. I'm 70% through The Deading by Nicholas Ballard. Stephen King Under the Dome meets The Last of Us in this book. That's cool. That's a cool like mix of books. I take my books with me everywhere. My wife has taken to calling it an emotional sport book. Taking your Kindle on field trips. I love it. I'm gonna start asking mine. You want to go on walkies? It does come out next month. I love and don't like the syncing because if I have to go back in the book to read something and briefly the audio goes back too. Ooh, that would be annoying.
Oh, yeah, that's annoying.
What if you had a US Amazon account and a US library? I think if I had a US library, I could make it work, but also like I was thinking at one point about paying for like the New York one, but for that price I could just buy a Kobo for the library books that I need. So only if you're on Team Wings. Tori, teach me your immersive reading ways. It sounds so fun, but I can never get the speed right.
Like audiobook speed or
yeah, like I think she can't get the audiobook to match her reading speed.
Oh. I adjust to like whatever I mean, usually if I'm immersive reading, I'm trying to read a book faster. So I usually start at like my normal comfort audiobook speed, which is like 1.8, and then I slowly increase it up and up and up. So, and also if I'm not enjoying a book, I put the audiobook on like 3 times speed and then I'm just like flying through. But maybe start doing that and like increasing your speed with the audiobook slowly.
Yeah, I definitely think it takes like time to like figure out with each book because sometimes I can listen like my brain is on 2 and I'm like good. And then sometimes I'm like, I am reading this so much faster in the audiobook. Let's pump it up. Like
Exactly.
I can never move to Canada. Most of my reading is library books on my Kindle app. Well, like a Kobo is fine. It's just that KU is better than like the Kobo thing. But it's fine. I don't really read ebooks from the library because of this. Team Thorns, savage. I so wish France had libraries on Libby with English books. That would be really good. I'm so sorry. This is good to know. But then I probably would have to sign out and in, which would be annoying because of KU, I think, and like highlights. But read it now then. Team Thorns times 2.
Yay!
Team Thorns is the only other team I'm cheering for, so it's okay. Because I live to take Lexi down, and apparently I now live to take Monica down. So it's either me or Tori has to win. There's no in between.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
And Team Snakes. I just give a random address on Zillow so I can have many library cards.
Life hack.
I like immersion reading, but I do have to yank it up fast to break it, or my eyes end up a page ahead. Fair. I was both reading faster, but also needing to reread lines. Yeah, start slower and then increase. The sparkle is so loud, but Andrea hates it, so I have to do it.
I like it. I actually think it's nice.
I like it too, but it's like loud, but like some of the soft ones I forget exist. And then I'm like, wait, I have to go back. Like I have to pay more attention
Yeah.
because I'll forget. But I'm also pretty good at that because I'm also used to like if there's like lo-fi or something, I mute it and I just like come back when I need to.
Yeah.
Kara has a winning record from Amazing. Listen, I won battle last year. So, round 2. We don't need to talk about that Lexi also won battle last year, but it's so cheery. She literally hates it. It's not people. She actually Andrea emailed the company and asked them to bring back a different sound because she hates all the sounds, and they brought it back.
Oh my god.
They're like, "We got a lot of people asking for it back." Hello, lovely. Yes, get your book. I can't speak. Nick just texted me, "You want me to pick it up? Is that what you're asking?" Question mark. Yes,
He gets it.
yes, I do. It's like 5 minutes from his house and 30 minutes from my house. So like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Flocus influencer. There are 2 great teams here. The other teams don't exist.
Yes. Make the right decision though.
True. I like the way you're thinking, Brie. Becca did not win battle last year, so you can be the good luck charm. Wait, and you're not rewarding that determination cast? Poor Andrea went above and beyond. I'm not. I'm a savage. I like to choose violence. Okay, we are gonna do another sprint. It'll be another 45. So see you guys soon. Hello.
Has the chaos ended?
It has ended. The doorbell scared the living crap out of them. It was really funny watching them run so fast. So they're no longer in play mode, but that's okay because it was very chaotic. I think everyone missed like he like fully jumped right on me. I was like, oh my god.
I missed that. I was waiting for them to jump on your head.
Literally, me too. It was scary. And like now, like a month ago, their claws didn't hurt at all, but they're like starting to like grow in and hurt. So it is actually terrifying now when they attack you. A month ago, it was just very cute. I did not read. I read like 3 pages, but this wasn't supposed to get here till tomorrow, but it came. So I'm excited to have the physical book now.
Yay. It's a cool cover. I like that one.
I think it's too realistic looking for me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's a big boy. It's in Kindle, you just pretend it's not big.
Yeah. Kindle, you don't have to see how much longer you have left with your eyeballs. You don't have to raw dog the length of the book. So we love that.
Yeah. Okay. How'd you do?
I finished what was even the book I was just reading? Book of Asriel. And then I wrote my Goodreads review and I updated my like stories and stuff for all of the prompts and whatnot. I have like 7 prompts left.
You are like so good at updating things after you're done a book. My Goodreads currently has like 20 books I'm currently reading. I need to update it.
If I don't do it immediately, I'm going to forget everything that happened in the book, like all of my thoughts and feelings. So that's why I try to do it right after. But I just don't think, like the books, I think this is why Lady of Darkness didn't work for me. The books where the female main character feels like a man's possession and they're trying to like escape that. I feel like Book of Asriel and Lady of Darkness had that in common. And that's why it didn't work for me as much as I thought it would.
I'm a little worried you won't like Quicksilver.
Oh, no. I think, we'll see. I mean, these 2 books had that in common and they didn't work for me, but I felt like you. I was like, I don't love these characters, but I like the plot, but also like this book is like a 3.5 star.
Yeah, I think I'm expecting I've heard so many mixed reviews. I feel like people like the first half or the second half, but not really the full book most of the time. So I'm not expecting to like give it a 5-star, but
yeah.
I'm with you on the Lady of Darkness train though. So I started the second book and DNF'd it. So
yeah, I gave it 2 books and I was like, this very clearly is not for me, so I'm not going to continue. So that's what I did. And I started watching your TBR video and happy 12K.
Oh, thank you. I'm so lucky.
So much happened that sprint that we needed to discuss.
Mel messaged me this morning. I was like, happy 12K. And I was like, you can't jinx it. I literally just hit it. Like, I'm on it. You're gonna say
and then it always
like, I'm going underneath it. Yeah. She's like, sorry, I'll come back later. I'm like, okay, cool. That felt like a slow one for me. It's very exciting. Thank you everyone for hanging out and enjoying life with me. Now I'm gonna read comments. Yeah, I thought that they were gonna do that.
That's a hurdle.
Yvette, was this about the sparkle noise? Helped children finish cleaning their rooms, discovered the oldest still hadn't unpacked his bag from camp, which is mid-June. This is me. I am your oldest kid.
No, same, but also that bag was probably so smelly.
Yeah. I always regret it afterwards, and I'm like, I should have done this right away, but here I am, never changing my ways.
No, I never do that either.
Just woke up from a nap. Oh, I'm glad your headache's gone. Now making pizza and reading Quicksilver. Yum. Nick texted me that he's here, and he hasn't come in yet. And I'm like, do you have my sandwich?
We're hungry out here.
Has anyone read The Isle of Sin and Shadows? It's like New Orleans, kind of cult, kind of spooky fantasy romance. I have not even heard of this.
Yeah, me either.
I'm going to take a picture. Otherwise, I'll forget. You did miss. I don't know if it was cute. It was more chaotic. Hello. Homemade burgers and fries. And I'm on chapter 10 of The Queen of Nothing. Are you enjoying it? Why is this curry so mild and never ordered from this place before and I wasn't expecting so little spice. Nice otherwise, but I wanted heat. That always sucks when like you wanted it and it didn't come. But like it's hard to know. 31 pages of Fireborn. I'm really loving this. Yes. I don't think there's ever a book that will compare to that. Thanks. No, please don't. I DNF'd Lady of Darkness after book 1. Originally gave it 3.5, but the more I think about it, it's a very low 3 stars. That's how I feel. Like the more I think about the book, the less I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. I see a sandwich.
Yay!
Oh no. Yes.
We get the book review.
Thank you. Thanks. The sparkle noise nearly killed me. Thank you for joining me on the sparkle hater train. Sadly, I have to get ready for work. Thanks for sprints. Why to do today what you can put off until next month? Relatable.
Exactly.
Congrats. Thanks. Sparkle is Satan's noise. Maybe that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Nick, full-time boyfriend, part-time Uber Eats. Better because it's free. I don't have to tip him. Just saw your review, Tori. I had very similar feelings in final rating. The romance hot and cold from him is what got me.
Yeah, it's really funny. I posted it on Goodreads and then I did my Fable review as well because like we all do that when we're done. And right when I posted my 3.5-star review, so many people were like 2-star, 2-star, 3-star. I was like, I give you permission to rate this whatever you want.
Yep. It is a scary place. Thank you. It's a Nick. Haven't done much reading at all, but I did do some more cleaning. Gonna have some food now and hopefully get some reading done. The nose. Sparkle is happiness. I'm sure you tip him. No. 7 years in, that stops. I'm gonna start Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I read through those comments really quickly. I definitely recommend The Goddess of Nothing at all if you're in the mood for a North retelling fantasy slow romance.
Yeah, that's one of Steph's favorites. I'd never heard of it either, but I'm very interested in getting to it now.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it either until she put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the loudest opening of a sandwich ever. Did you get the same thing as me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was hoping you'd get different and we could swap.
Well, the other ones are like the same ones they always have.
We could get the vegan one. I fought with my toddlers to get her to take a nap for the last 45 minutes. I'm going to finally start reading now. I believe in you. I make Nick share food with me constantly. I make him get 2 things that I want, and then we swap.
That's how our relationship works. What do you mean?
True. Yes. I love creeping on them. When I read them, I'm always like, I need to creep through what everyone said.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, Tori hosts a book club on an app called Fable, and Book of Azrael was her book pick.
Don't belong in my life.
Just interrupting my conversation.
Yeah, we read fantasy romance. We vote on it every month. And it's really funny. People go like one of 2 ways. Like either there'll be super, super positive comments throughout every chapter or like super, super negative. And then I feel like once you get like one person starting to comment from the other side, then like people start, it's just a really funny time.
Mm-hmm. Just joining reading Quicksilver. I hope you're enjoying it. I have not read this.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was more sci-fi. It was like a whimsical sci-fi, which is so crazy, but it was perfect. Like if you love whimsical, happily ever after, like a very sweet romance where the main character is just like bumbling through life, it's amazing.
Ooh. Rude. Tori, when will we be voting for the August book? I can't wait. This is my most exciting part. I can't lie. I don't even care about the book club. I'm like, what is Tori picking so that there's new books on my radar?
So I was actually going to choose Chaos and maybe just do our book as Quicksilver. But Cassidy, now that you told me it has like the trying to escape possession of a man, I'll probably put that poll up today, actually, because it lasts for 3 days. So that will bring us to the 30th of July. So I'll do that today and I'll try to figure out what our picks are because I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, she's like currently like kind of his prisoner and like has to do everything she says. Like has to.
Well, I don't mind a captor captive, but I think it's also why like guild didn't work for me. What's that called? The plated prisoner series, because it's like it's more of a, I don't know, captor captive and like possession isn't the same in my brain, if that makes sense.
Like possessive man over like
Yeah, cuz like
captured princess.
yeah, exactly. It's not like captured against her will. Like I like that. I can get down with that, but it's more like Diana made a deal to like, and then she's like mad at the deal that she made, and she's like, it's so unfair that like I'm like his possession and he treats me like a possession, and I'm like, you did this to yourself. The consequences of your own actions.
I feel like this sits somewhere in the middle currently. Like
Mhm.
he's not a possessive man or anything. He just like needs her for something and is forcing her to help him. But like
Mhm.
she does kind of make a deal, but she's not like necessarily complaining about it constantly because she also wants something out of it.
Yeah, I think the complaining is what gets me because they just get so whiny, and you're
I
like,
agree.
please stop.
I agree. Like that for me in Lady in Darkness, I agree. Like she was just always complaining, and I'm like, you're literally his assassin. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, like she literally kind of forces him into the deal.
Yeah.
That something is the D. That's what she wants out of him. Nick also like jumped and was like, "What the heck is that?" when the time went off. So
Yeah, I think what was tough for me, to be fair, I only read the first book and I DNF'd at 50%, but and people have told me to give it another try, but the first book in the Plated Prisoner series, people say actually acts as more of a prequel book, and I'm like, well, why didn't she set it up like that? You know what
personally,
I mean?
I've read the first two, and they both do. Like,
Oh my God, that's so awful.
there's no
Like I just
romance in either of those.
yeah, like I got halfway through the first one and I was like, why has nothing happened? Like literally nothing happened. This has all been set up and now we're just like on a road traveling somewhere and I can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I DNF'd the series after the second book, so
yeah.
I knew I liked that Nick guy for a reason. He has good auditory judgment.
Cassidy hates her customers.
What did I do?
They were complimenting you
For what?
for hating the noise.
What noise?
He doesn't even remember. I started with Elantris,
I
but
started with Warbreaker.
I think that yeah, there's not really. I personally don't think that there's a wrong place to start.
Hmm.
You could take it out for me. My garbage is stinky.
That's a
Okay,
blue
we are
job.
gonna do one last sprint. So I'll see you all in another 45. Hello, welcome back. I did very little reading. Nick's playing with the cats and it's distracting.
That's fair. I updated my vlog and I got 10% into Wrath of the Damned. I'm happy to like be back with characters that I already know and not have to like start a new book, new series, whatever. So I'm hoping I can read it pretty quickly.
Are you like, do you have a goal for the weekend? Mel told me she's trying to do a book a day, and I was like, oh my god, why are you picking up such chunky books?
Yeah, that's crazy. That just goes to show how fast she reads. Honestly.
What?
No, I don't think I want to like make that promise to myself of a book a day because doing that vlog like really burnt me out at the beginning of this month. But I would like to finish this and then get into, if not finish, at least one more. I guess that would be a book a day. So just don't listen to me.
Fine, everything's fine. We are incapable of making normal sized TBRs. That's all.
No, truly.
You are gonna finish it, Claire, and I'm so excited for you. You're thriving. Chapter 9, and I love this. Yes. Of course, I'll start reading after the reading sprints.
Yeah.
Still at work, wishing I wasn't. One more hour to go. You're so close.
Yeah, almost there.
Fed the children and myself, and finally finished my episode I was watching. Yay.
Nice.
49 pages, and I'm liking 1-star romance so far. Better than Middle of the Night. Up to page 134, actually focused that sprint. Good job, Maria. I love that everyone is, I feel like people are on good vibes today on their reads.
Yeah, for sure.
58 pages into the spell shop. I'm enjoying it, but wish I would concentrate better. I like the sentient spider plant. New twist on the magical companion. Oh, that's kind of cool.
I want to read that one. It's very, I don't think you would like it, Cassidy, because it's very like feel good, whimsical, but it looks really cute.
I've also read another book by the author and didn't really end up liking it. It went from like, I thought it was 5 stars to like a 2 in the end. So
that's always the worst when it starts off so strong and then you're like, wow.
Yeah. Me a lot of the time. But I'm also such a petty person that like one thing can like ruin an experience for me, and I'll just like harp on that one thing for the rest of the book, and I can't enjoy it after that. And I'm like, why? Like, can you just like sometimes I have to tell myself, I'm like, just vibe. Like this one chapter is not the end of the world. That's a low bar. Hello. Unsure the Isle of Sin and Shadows. The romance hasn't happened yet, but this mystery called Deep South stuff is really keeping me interested. Keep us updated. I don't. It is a completed like story arc. The 2 books do have like a conclusion for the couple that we see, and like it says the end of their story at the end. But I do believe that it's supposed to be more like standalones or duologies in the world afterwards. Once you finish it, Tori, I want theories on who you think the next book is going to be about. Me and Claire keep going off about who we think it's going to be about. So
yeah, that's what I was just trying to think. Like even you saying that, I'm like, who else would be another romance? Like that's so interesting that she's setting it up like a Crowns of Nyaxia almost, where it's like duologies of couples.
That's what I think, at least, because it says like the end of their story, but there's another book in the series.
Yeah.
So like it has to be, right? Like
yeah, it has to follow someone else for sure.
I'm assuming it's going to be one of his siblings.
That would make the most sense. Maybe his sister, because like she seemed very interesting.
I think it's Luther, but I need you to like finish the second book, and then we can talk about who we think that his interest is.
Yeah.
But I like his sister a lot. Like I think that she would make a better, like I'd be more excited for her book, I think, than Luther's book, even though I loved Luther.
Well, she was just interesting. Like I was just thinking in the first book when she gets introduced, she like keeps to herself. She does her like metal working. And so I was like, that would be cool to get more about her. But yeah.
She's so quirky too, I found. So I liked her.
Yeah.
Would not like Spell Shop, but Tori, I think you would.
Yeah.
Did not read. I might replay these sprints later or put on some Tori sprints I've missed.
Oh.
Thanks for the sprints and the free kitty entertainment. You're welcome.
The kitties were the main characters of this entire session.
It's so hard to read when they're around. Spent part of the last sprint updating my reading tracker. I think it's a set of 4 right now.
Okay.
I would expect it to have been 6 if they're gonna be duologies because of both the sibling I guess he has a lot more siblings.
And like cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a theory on who one of the couples could be, but I haven't finished book 2, so they could be dead by the end. Nat, I wanna know your theory.
Oh God.
Excuses, excuses. Jonathan, did you read it all? God. Finish my book, now I gotta go grocery shopping. I hate grocery shopping.
I hate planning what to make for the week. Like I don't mind grocery shopping, but like thinking about what to cook, that's so much brain power.
I'm the opposite. I love to think about what I'm gonna eat, but, like, to have to go get the ingredients, to have to leave my house.
Yeah. You and I would balance each other. If you planned what we would eat for the week and I could just go grocery shopping, perfect.
Yeah. Yes, while doing work too. I feel like I have not gotten enough updates to believe you. I think it's about as opposite to a cast book you can get. True.
Yeah.
Jonathan carrying this readathon on his back.
Mhm.
I'm currently trying to revamp my reading bullet journal. I need good markers that don't bleed through pages really bad.
Mm. I think that depends on your journal as
Mm.
well. Like if you have a good journal that has the thicker pages, that makes a big impact.
Yeah, if you're really worried about it, definitely try and get a better journal for that than the thinner pages.
Yeah. But I use Tombos and I use the mild liners and I never have an issue with those bleeding through.
I've had issues on, like, really heavy drawing pages where I, like, colored something in and went over it, but, like, I knew that was gonna be an issue because I was going hard and trying to
Yeah.
make it look nice and, like, not like I just put one line.
Yep.
But that's it, and I don't have the nicest I just have a Michaels one, it's not very thick.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be reading on my lunch, but sometimes that's an impossible task. I understand.
It depends on the day.
Mhm. One of the couples could be the girl who Nico had a relationship with before. Can't think of her name.
Oh, the one he like visited in the middle of the night that I was so pissed.
Mm.
I was like, get out of there. What are we doing?
I love planning meals, getting the stuff and making it at the end of the day, not so much. Fair.
Mhm.
True, I have a journal from Michaels right now, but I think I'm gonna try Archer and Olive from an next journal. I would I mean, I use the Michaels journal, but if you're worried about bleeding, definitely like try a nicer company that has thicker pages.
Yeah. If you want 10% off, you can use my code.
all
Sorry, page is 10.
Yes, that girl, Tori. And Tori was just being that girl. Hey, girl. Okay, we are gonna end sprints here today. It's not nighttime. Thanks everyone for coming. Tori has sprints on her channel in the morning.
Yep. Tomorrow.
10:30?
10:30, yeah. 10:30 Pacific time.
Yeah, Pacific time. We gotta
Mhm.
yes, plug that code. And I hope everyone continues to do some good reading. We need all the updates on Instagram. Tag at romantasyathon.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm ending this. Goodbye.